Have you ever wondered if you could truly buy happiness? What if I told you there was a story about just that? A literal bottle containing a genie who grants wishes, but at a terrible price. Welcome to A's Book Talk, where today we'll be diving into Robert Louis Stevenson's intriguing short story, The Bottle Imp. Stevenson, the celebrated author of Treasure Island and Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, was a master storyteller with a knack for weaving adventure, suspense, and moral dilemmas into captivating narratives. Born in Edinburgh in 1850, he struggled with poor health throughout his life, which perhaps fueled his imagination and his desire to explore different worlds through his writing. The Bottle Imp, published in 1891, reflects his fascination with the darker aspects of human nature and the seductive power of temptation. The story is steeped in the culture and lore of Hawaii, where Stevenson spent some time, adding an exotic and captivating layer to the tale. The story centers around Keo, a young Hawaiian man eager to build a beautiful house and live a comfortable life. While traveling, he encounters a strange bottle containing an imp that promises to grant him any wish. The catch: the bottle brings misfortune to whoever is possessing it, and it can only be sold for less than the price the current owner paid. Keo, blinded by the promise of riches, buys the bottle for $50 and wishes for his dream house. Immediately, his wish is granted through an unexpected inheritance. However, Keo soon realizes the heavy burden the bottle carries. He's constantly haunted by the fear of dying with it in his possession. He desperately tries to sell it, but the price must always be lower than what he paid. He meets another man who bought the bottle, hoping to cure his sickness. Keo sells it to him for less and goes back to his dream house. Time passes, and Keo falls in love with Kokua, a beautiful and virtuous woman. He longs to marry her, but he's so stricken with leprosy and needs the bottle again to heal himself. Desperate, Keo seeks out the bottle once more, learning it is now owned by a man on a distant island. He travels there and buys it back for a mere 4 cents. He gets cured and is finally able to marry Kokua, but the impending doom of possessing the bottle hangs over their newfound happiness. They are constantly at odds and terrified of death. Kokua, wanting to save Keo from this fate, offers to buy the bottle from him, intending to sacrifice herself for his happiness. Keo refuses. Their love for each other leads them to a Catholic priest, where they tell him the whole tale and ask him for help to rid of the bottle in a way that doesn't cause them misfortune. The priest is at first skeptical, but realizing their distress, he becomes determined to help them. But alas, even the priest cannot think of a way to do so, because it must always be sold for less than it was bought for. After many restless nights and a few gray hairs, Keo discovers a simpleton in France who, being unable to count, is willing to buy the bottle for 1 centime. By selling the bottle to him, Keo transfers the curse to Samon, who will never be able to sell it to anyone else, thus saving himself and Coco from the curse, albeit at the expense of someone else. With the bottle finally gone, Keo and Coco live happily ever after in their beautiful house. The Bottle Imp is more than just a fantastical tale. It's a powerful allegory about the dangers of greed, the illusion of easy happiness, and the true meaning of love and sacrifice. One of the key lessons we can take away is that genuine happiness cannot be bought or wished into existence. It's earned through hard work, virtue, and genuine connections with others. Keo initially seeks the bottle to achieve a superficial kind of happiness, a beautiful house and financial security. However, he soon discovers that these things mean nothing when overshadowed by fear and guilt. The story also highlights the importance of considering the consequences of our desires. Kyo. Impulsive decision to buy the bottle sets in motion a chain of events that endangers not only himself but also those he loves. This serves as a reminder to think critically about our choices and their potential impact on others. Finally, the bottle imp underscores the enduring power of love and sacrifice. Kyo and Kokua's willingness to risk their own happiness for each other is what ultimately saves them. Their love transcends the allure of material possessions and highlights the importance of human connection and selfless acts. It teaches us that true happiness lies not in what we possess, but in the relationships we build and the sacrifices we are willing to make for those we care about. It prompts us to reflect on our own values and consider what truly matters in life. So, the next time you find yourself chasing after instant gratification or a quick fix to your problems, remember Kyo and the bottle imp. Remember that true happiness comes from within, through genuine effort and meaningful connections, not from magical bottles or shortcuts. Thanks for joining me on Ace Book Talk. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more thought-provoking book recommendations.